want to get hit by that spider on the left. Hands in the air. Yeah, I got no. I'm in there. I'll call it for us. Appreciate it, bro. Phew. We good. We good.
Standby for hatch. Initiated. Standby. Hatch open. Proceed to elevator.
A little too late for that, bro. I'm just a wee lady. Where? He's hurt. He's flesh. He's flesh. Yeah. See him? He's down. Damn. I fucking jumped out the window. Oh! Holy shit, I wasn't even looking at my screen. You scared the bejesus out of me. Hey, hey. Shooting no. Hey. Yeah, I'm watching you. Alright, you're good, you're good. I put mine away. We're good, we're good, we're good. I'm gonna call it. Alright, I'm gonna call it. Nah, I'm not even gonna call it because it closes by itself. Yeah. Yeah, you thought you was gonna get me while my back was turned, didn't you? Yeah, I bet. Not today. Not today, buddy. All you see as the scene is ending. Mama Duck is on me. Who the fuck just did that? Yo! is this? What the hell 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 is this? Bro, you don't. What do you mean? You don't see this? Get up! Get up, Key! Key, get up! Get up! Get up, Key! I'm out! Come out of here! No. F? That's crazy. All that and I still get an F. What, you working with the Ark or something? Huh? Huh? You a clanker lover? Is that what it is? You working with the clankers, huh? You clanker lover? Is that what it is, huh? 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 You clanker lover? Admit it, you're a clanker lover. You're working with the clankers. You're a clanker lover. Ah, I got stepped on. Watch out, there's a flamer right behind you. Just run, just run. Oh, watch out, leaper on your ass. Go, 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 no! Like, I don't know where you at, Taco, but if you can get to who, yeah, you can. You just gotta get to who. Oh, you down. I deserve that. Chat. What it do, chatty two, chatty do. Welcome in, everybody. Welcome in, welcome in. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Hope we're all having a wonderful day, wonderful evening here. As the title says, we're gonna be watching the documentary episode 1 today. It's gonna be a short episode. Hopefully all the episodes are about this length because it's not. Excuse me, it's not a bad length for us to watch something on stream. It is only 27 minutes and 8 seconds long, so 27 minutes long. And it is episode 1 of the documentary of the evolution of Arc Raiders. The evolution of Arc Raiders. So we can play the trailer before we get into it as well, but here we'll actually play it. No, we'll play the trailer. But yeah, pretty much they are releasing a documentary. Not they are releasing, they have released episode one now, earlier today, 3 hours ago to be exact, of a documentary surrounding the devs and just the creation and the evolution of Arc Raiders. So let's look on over here. Part of me kind of wants to look at this accolades video, but at the same time, I feel like I'll be all right. Alright, so would you put the TV down, please?
Yeah. Should I change this? Should we?
No, you can let me know who, and then change it. Oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was there. Let's watch this one real quick, chap.
Even the boldest raiders fell silent the moment we uncovered Stella Montes. Every inch of it is polished, orchestrated to the smallest detail. Yet the place sends shivers down your spine. Like we were never supposed to walk these halls.
I've been like genuinely, I love their way of like their visual direction or whatever you call that. I love it. Like I really like this whole I don't know what you call that. 80s style, I guess almost. Um yeah, 80s style of like graphic and color and just design, I guess. Um but even just like their videos, like they have such a vibe to them. Like that was the Stella Montes, right? And then here's the teaser for the Northline. So that was us after we had unlocked the map, but then this was the teaser for it.
Look at this. Unsprung traps, blocked tunnels. Someone went out of their way to keep whatever's in there under wraps. If we're gonna get the tunnels opened through there, we'll need a lot of raiders to pull their weight. You up for it?
That was cool. It was cool. It was cool. Now let's watch the teaser, which we did watch earlier today. But let's just rewatch the teaser and then we'll get into the episode. I'm just doing things to actually, you know what we are gonna watch? Before we get to that, we're just gonna watch shorts. Why not? You know what? I might actually just watch all of these videos. For those that still haven't gotten into Arc Raiders,
I got a
maybe
good
the
feeling
videos we
about
watch
this
today
one.
might get you into it.
Almost looks peaceful from here. Almost.
Oh, it's heaven compared to topside. Wasps, leapers, bastions. I don't care where you've been before, you ain't seen nothing like the Rust Belt, kid.
But selling those bastion parts kept us afloat for a month.
Yeah, sure, a month, but you can't make money unless you know what you're doing.
Rule one, keep your eyes and ears open and your finger on the trigger.
And your finger on the trigger.
Rule two, know when to pick your battles. There's no shame in hiding or throwing a grenade and running.
Every encounter is different. That's why, wait, what's that thing always saying?
Where'd I put my damn backpack?
No, the other thing.
Can I just say something real quick? Before that taser, before that trailer finishes, peep Peep that right there. I'm glad it stopped right where I wanted it to stop, because he's literally using the snap hook to snap one of the wasps, right? And as you can see, dude is pulling the snap hook towards him. And he probably pulled it down to the ground and just like smashed it and exploded it. I've seen clips of this before. I haven't seen too many people use it in that way. I've seen more people use it as like Batman, Batman, and you know, like the way I've used it to get on top of the matriarch or the queen even. But you know, like in their introduction video, they're literally showing us that you can use them to grapple onto flying arc enemies, but more specifically those smaller ones. They're so weak that you pull them to you. You're not pulling yourself to them, you're actually pulling them to you. So I've seen some pretty cool videos of like people just like hooking them and then pulling them and then just like pulling them straight to the ground type shit. What's good, Coil? Welcome, man. So I just think that's interesting, you know, because a lot of times people see gameplay like that, like, you know, like us getting on the queen and zipping up to the top and this, that, and the thirds or whatever. But people might see gameplay like that and think to themselves like, oh, that's like super sweaty gameplay. That's like that's like try hard gameplay or whatever. You know what I mean? And it's like it really isn't. You know what I'm saying? Like, it really isn't. Like, if anything, the game normally, like, uh, that's what it encourages. You know what I'm saying? Like, that video alone, this video alone, having that as a scene means, if anything, the main use of the snap hook is to snap those, or is to hook onto those smaller enemies and bring them down. There has yet to be a clip of someone using the snap hook like Pathfinder. You feel me? So if anything, that's the sweaty part. You know, you're using it to get on top of a building or using it to like rotate or movement on somebody or something like that. Like, that's the sweaty part. But
Different. That's why
a move like grabbing an arc and slamming it to the ground, which you might think is like some sweaty content creation kind of,
keep on your feet, kid.
level of thing.
You'll be fine.
Or like even that scene right there, like, you feel me? Like, it's showing a lot of things that like
different. That's why
you might think is like some random sweaty play or something like that.
Adapt or die.
Bingo. Keep on your feet, kid, and you'll be fine.
But like this right here, like, I haven't really seen anybody use them, but you know, you can have pretty much a mobile, manual, or whatever in your hand flamethrower, which I can actually craft in game with only, what is it? What do I need? I'm forgetting right now exactly what I need, but like it's like a spray can, like a hairspray can, and then I forget what the other thing it is that you need, but it's like with that spray can and some other shit, you'll be able to make this in game. Oh, what are those things called? You get them from the flame balls. They're like, they can be used as like little flame grenades. Not the, damn, what are those called? I forget what they're called. Whatever. They're like fireballs, the burners or something like that. They're called something like that. Look, like even that kind of gameplay right there, boom, that was someone the fireball burner. Thank you, Slim. Yeah, you use a fireball burner, I believe, and a shit, I already forgot what the first thing I said was. But yeah, you can make the hairspray thing. You use a fire burner and the hairspray thing, and you can make a little like manual handheld flamethrower kind of thing, which, for depending on the enemy, actually will end up, in my opinion, probably doing a whole lot of damage, because the Leaper, for example, you can destroy it with 2 of those fire grenades, 2 of those blaze grenades. With 2 blaze grenades, you overkill a leaper apparently. 1 blaze grenade and a couple shots also kills it. So why wouldn't you with a portable freaking flamethrower not destroy it? That's my guess, at least. To me, I'm thinking of the fire. But yeah, we're just Slim. We're just warming ourselves up for episode 1 of this documentary, and we're just watching some of the other content, some of the other clips that they had. This is just introduction to Arc Raiders. I don't think I've seen a lot of these videos, and if I did, I kind of just like quickly watched through them. But I was mentioning how like there's a couple of things that have been seen.
It's not just Arc though. I mean, up topside, ammo's cheap and trust.
Now you might think to yourself, like, if you see it in like if you see a clip of it, you're like, oh, that's some sweaty shit. Like that's some, you know what I mean? Like in this clip, someone literally uses a snap hook, or sorry, in this trailer here, the introduction to Arc Raiders, someone literally uses a snap hook to hook onto a wasp and bring it toward them. They don't finish that clip, but you could tell they're like bringing it to the ground and they'll explode. I've seen people like have like the actual clips that they post on Instagram where they do that, and they'll just bring them to them, whoop, just slam it straight to the ground, right? But most of us, we use the snap hook like Batman, using it to get to places or whatever. But it's like the game itself, the way they're promoting that item specifically, in a sense, right? In the introduction, right? It was that way, so like people might see that video that I'm talking about, come across it and think to themselves like, oh, like this is a dope ass content creator, like how did he think of doing something like that or whatever? And it's like they've kind of already been introducing that kind of gameplay. And I had paused it because right here they're about to use a lure grenade, which a lot of people do not use and think it's some pointless shit. But for example, even now with like the queen and the matriarch, you use lure grenades to use the other arcs to kill the matriarch or the queen. You feel me? You grab the lure grenades, you throw the lure grenades onto the matriarch or onto the queen, and that causes the either the Rocketeer, the Bastion, the whatever, to shoot right where that lure grenade is. It's not like the lure grenade is just like an audio thing where they like look and they're like, huh? What is it? 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 And they just stay in a constant, what is it? What is it? And they never find anything because there's nothing there. No, they hear the sound, they turn to it and instantly just start shooting. No questions asked. You get what I'm saying? So it's like, we should be using more decoy grenades. I've already been using a lot more, and I've already been seeing them used, and I already told Slim that if he was on the other side of the fucking war, he was about to get decoyed on. But yeah, you feel me? Again, like they were already introducing this kind of like gameplay, like,
It's not just Arc though.
Let's see how I can hold this streak together. What, your 3-stream streak? Is that what you're trying to hold together? A 3-stream streak? Come on, Coil. You've been here for like 3 years, and you're now trying to talk about let me hold a 3-stream streak. When you get to 50, what's good, Louis? Happy birthday, Chaya. Thank you. Coil, when you get to 50 stream streak, then you can redeem it. You redeem it, or not redeem it, but like then show it in the chat, show off, because that's what Key redeemed like 2 days ago. Key redeemed a 50 stream streak. 50, chat. Coil coming in here talking about, let's see how far I can take my 3-stream streak. Bro, you've been here for 3-4 years, my nigga. That shit better be at that shit should be at an 82 streak. That's wild. Now 50 streak is actually pretty wild. I am very impressed. And Coil, I do appreciate your 3-stream streak. What's good, Louis, though? How we doing? Thank you for that third. Thank you for the daily check-in. What's that? Big Fitty, Big Fitty. I know Louis is up there. I don't know if he's still up there, but Louis was definitely getting up there. I thought my 35 was good. Your 35 is good, Slim, because you knew. You're new. You feel me? But you're new, but you came at a time where I was starting to be more consistent, starting to like have a set schedule and shit like that. Like some people might have had like a bit of a disadvantage because, you know, there was a time where I wasn't as consistent, or I was always testing shit, or randomly deciding to go live just because I fucking wanted to, and, you know, it'd be off schedule and someone would miss it and whatever the hell. Sometimes even me just testing, doing a test stream, but because I keep the stream live for 10 minutes or some shit, and the person that has a 30 stream streak doesn't show up to it, they lose their streak. So I had to start making sure that whenever I do test streams that, like, you know, I keep them extremely short. Like I go on there, I check what I need to check, turn it off. Like it don't even count as a streak. Like it don't even, you know what I'm saying? It don't even count as a stream. It don't count as nothing. Like, but anywho, chilling, gaming. How are we doing? We're doing pretty good, Super Lou. We were just warming ourselves up, which I think we're about to start maybe after this video or one more video. We're just about to watch the documentary that Arc Raiders is releasing. Episode 1 released today, earlier, about 3 hours ago. We wanted to watch it this morning, but again, it released 3 hours ago, so it was after our stream. It is a documentary on the making of the game and the evolution of the game itself. So I'm kind of excited to watch that. It's 27 minutes long, so not too long, but I was just, you know, giving a little space for our stream to start, for people to come in before I officially get started on it. And because I was on their YouTube channel, we ended up just watching through old trailers and old just stuff that they have, because I just like their like visual direction is what I'm gonna keep saying. They're like visual direction. I like it. I enjoy it.
Oh, I mean, up topside, ammo's cheap and trust is expensive.
Hey, come on. Some Raiders are good stock.
Yes, some, but every Raider's been burned once. You gotta learn to trust your gut up there.
And again, this, it's already telling you like PvP, PvP, not just like it can exist, that it will exist. Every Raider has been burned once. Trust your gut. You get what I'm saying? Like it's already telling you, motherfuckers is gonna be up there on some bullshit.
It's not just being quick on the draw, though. It's about improvising with everything you have.
Even the best.
But I'm really excited because as we saw, and I'm gonna play the trailer for the documentary right after this one. That's the one we're gonna play in order to fully finish the warm up. And we'll see that they in the trailer, and hopefully in the episode 1 we'll see more of it. They were talking about how like Arc Raiders originally, the original idea of Arc Raiders was a fully PvE game. So it's interesting that they had to include PvP, not just include it, but like let you know like PvP is a part of this game. You gotta be careful because it's just the reality of it.
Best plans fail sometimes, and some are just too loud.
Hey, Raiders, do you mind?
Hey, we were just talking to our friend here.
Listen,
Like even that last play just there, chat. I keep stopping it. I'm sorry, but it's like they threw a rubber ducky. They literally threw a rubber ducky. And the reason I'm saying this one specifically, I remember way back when, it's like I was playing with Who, and Who was like, yo, I didn't even know, bro. Like you can throw the rubber duckies and distract the arc or whatever. I'm like, yeah, bro. Like one, it like if you read the description of it, it says like it makes noise. Like you can throw it and distract. But now we watch this video again, introduction to Arc Raiders. So this is before the game is really even out like that, right? Or even if it's already out, let's see, when was it? It's like it's still introducing like at the beginning of the game's release. So 10 days ago, right? Because I swear some of these like Arc Raiders accounts, like I think their Instagram account, it feels like it was just made after the game released. I don't know. Some of their accounts, their Twitter account, I remember it being like available and live for like the ill minute, even before the game was out. It was like the only place I can find like stuff. But anyways, that last play that just showed
Here's
in the video.
reality. Speranza needs hands, brave ones.
In here. And some.
They threw a ducky that made the arc look a certain direction, and you know what I'm saying? And now a raider is fucked. You feel me? So it's like, it's the introduction of different gameplay styles that they're already introducing to us through their videos. You feel me? But if we as consumers don't watch this kind of stuff, we don't even have the slightest idea. Like, we go out there with our own imaginations, which I'm not saying is bad, but at the same time, like, imagine if we had all of this as the base of like where our imagination could start, instead of, you know, we're level 75 and we're just now realizing that we can throw a duck to distract. You get what I'm saying? Imagine we knew that at level 1. We'd be going crazy with ducks or whatever, or using that very highly in our strats. And there's a lot of items, not just duckies. There's a lot of items like that that you might not realize, but have like some random use to them.
It's too loud.
Hey, Raiders, do you mind?
Hey, we were just talking to our friend here.
Listen, here's reality. Speranza needs hands, brave ones. Every day there are jobs to be done. Farmers, families. Life here depends on raiders going up there and coming back. The traders know that better than anyone.
Hey, check this out. I bought this bad boy down at Tianwen yesterday. She's got the best iron in the city. It's not cheap, but it's worth it.
If you want to stitch yourself back together, go see Lance. He's got meds and parts. There was a little...
Come on in, sit down, take your pants off.
You can be more than just another scavenger. You can help keep Speranza running. You could carve out a home here. A place that's yours in all this mess.
Not like Pope Shock with a hole in the roof.
It's ventilation, thank you very much.
You'll need to hone your skills. Figure out what kind of raider you want to be. Bottom line is, I need people I can count on. Ones that are going to stick around.
You don't want to get on her bad side.
Now, how are you with loud noises?
Very good stuff. Very good stuff. All right, let's play now the teaser, which again we did play earlier today. So if you were here earlier today, you've already seen this. We're gonna play the teaser, and then we're gonna play the episode 1, which was pretty cool because, as you see by the thumbnail or whatever little thumbnail video, they're talking about the finals. Just a reminder: Embark Studios, the studios that makes Arc Raiders, is also the studios that made the finals. The finals was their first game. Arc Raiders is their second game. They only have 2 games, and I think that's really dope, given how well the finals has been producing, especially like within their own lane, because it's like they're not entirely in like a new lane or anything like that. They're still kind of like an arena shooter, but there's definitely so many like new aspects to the type of gameplay that the finals is. And if you look at the finals and you look at Arc Raiders, both are very different games, very different feels and styles, I feel like, of shooting. One's a third person, one's a first person. But yeah, I'm excited to see what they end up talking about and how they end up bringing in the finals. And it might not be much. It might just be, you know, who knows, but we'll see. I'm sure. Yeah, we'll see. We'll just see. We'll just see. Let's watch this teaser again and then get into episode 1.
So we wanted to make something completely our own, and everyone had an idea of something fantastical, sci-fi leaning, because it's comfortable. Everyone kind of likes it, but it's also a challenge to carve out your own. Even my kid, who was 12 at the time, just had the sentiment going, "Oh, new studio, sci-fi game, very original."
The larger recipe for the game wasn't there. We couldn't replicate the sessions consistently enough. That's enough to start talking about, well, should we consider adding the PvP component?
A lot of people, and frankly me included, wanted this to be a PvE game, and I wanted for our vision to work. But when it doesn't work, you can release what you have to the public and they will crucify you. Or you decide, I don't want to continue with this, we shut it down. Or you still have a belief in the lore and the core kind of gameplay loop, and you say, maybe I can just make this something different.
So yeah, that last piece that dude was saying at the end was a beautiful way to end it, to end a teaser trailer or whatever, because you know, PvE and PvP is such a big part of the conversation of this game, in my opinion. And for it to have this history, for the evolution of the game itself and the lore of the evolution of the game itself to have this kind of history, where it was supposed to be PvE, at least like in their heads, like mentally, the ideas were to push a PvE kind of game, but as things went through and creation went through or whatever, you know, they realized that PvE actually wasn't in their best interest, and instead they had to get into PvP. But it's also, like he said, it's like there were choices that had to be made. What do? Do we just completely say fuck it, we're not making this anymore? Do we say we're gonna make something different now that includes PvP, or do we say, you know what I'm saying? And so yeah, we're gonna see all of that cool stuff and get some more answers to all of that. And yeah, I didn't know this game had this much lore. It honestly came out of nowhere for me, but I am obsessed. Yeah, I mean, the lore like itself, I wasn't aware of either when I had played it back in the first whatchamacallit, I wasn't too hip to like the lore. That felt more of like a multiplayer experience to me when I remember playing it. It just felt more of a multiplayer experience, and like understanding that like multiplayer experience that they had. I don't even remember if there was real like stories being told, cutscenes, or anything like that. There was a lot more access than this prior one that happened right before the game's release. There was a lot more access to shit, like you can level up your tables, and you know, there was purple shit we could access, all that shit. Excuse me. But I don't, if there was, it wasn't at all something that was piquing my interest at the time, you know? And either it wasn't piquing my interest or it just wasn't doing enough, you know what I mean? And this past one, I think, is what kind of put me more onto all of it. Not so much because they actually had any real story, but just because of like the media that was coming out as well around the release of the game, like these videos and shit like that. I feel like their rollout was pretty good, and all their videos just like made me feel like, all right, there's like a story to be told. Whether or not they tell it is up to them, and we'll figure it out when we purchase the game and, you know, do the quest and shit like that. And which is why I really ended up appreciating the quest, because like, yeah, the first few quests are kind of like elementary type quests that are teaching you how to loot, how to attack, how to craft, you know, collecting certain items and what items you can do. And even after a certain moment, it gets like, it's the same thing, but like a bit more elevated. Like the quest might take you to certain parts of the map that will be better to loot. You know what I'm saying? Now it's no longer teaching you how to loot, but it's teaching you like what parts of a certain map are good to loot, or you'll find good loot, but there's still a story behind it. You get what I'm saying? Like, oh, let's send you to the Raider outpost. You know what I'm saying? And they send you over there, and then you end up looting around there, and you find all this crazy ass loot, but it's not even part of like a red loot area. But the story is that's a Raider outpost. So why isn't there? Of course, there's a possibility of there being some crazy shit out there. It was a Raider outpost. You know what I mean? So yeah, I really appreciated the quests. And then of course, if you've played enough throughout the quest, and you see that every few sets of quests, they continue their storyline with their with a cutscene and all that good shit. So like, all the quest is following a story. Like you're helping Speranza and the people down in Speranza like figure out how we're gonna move up top, what's happening up top, and all that shit. You know, we're not just going out there and being like, oh, let's just loot and come back. We're not just being loot goblins. We're actually trying to figure shit out. You know, because even some of the beginning quests, like, oh, fix the antenna on the supply thing or whatever, like that's not something you ever do. You don't ever fix an antenna in game. Like, it's not a prompt at all. Like, that's just something that, like, if anything, it was to tell the story. You know, they were trying to fix the antenna for whatever it was at the time. I forget, like communications or something like that. But at the same time, they wanted to make sure you get the idea of like where to find, because there was probably like 3 missions that took you to those little thingies. So it's like, again, it's like tutorially type, but it's also, they do a great job of still like keeping up with the lore of it all. But yeah, and last point I'm gonna make is why I keep saying what I keep saying. Y'all need to come up with better reasons and better ideas for PvP instead of just being like, PvP would be great. Cool. It's like, yeah, okay, that's great. Like, if you think that, but like, fit it into the lore at least. Do us the favor of at least fitting it into the lore. Otherwise, just go play Call of Duty where there's literally a mindless multiplayer PvP. Am I wrong? Am I wrong, chat? Oh, sorry, that's the first person. Go play Fortnite then. I don't know, what do you want? What do you want from me? Let's watch this. I'm excited.
Imagine being able to build an app with your name on it just by thinking about it. Meet Base 44, a complete AI
Hello and welcome to Stockholm, capital of Sweden, a country in Northern Europe that's been punching well above its weight in terms of games development for quite a while.
Sweden?
Stockholm is the home of Embark Studios, the creators of Arc Raiders, and for the past few years I've been documenting the development of this game. But while most games change over the course of development, the story of Arc Raiders is a unique one. Because not only has this game changed dramatically, but the original version of the game that was shown to the public no longer exists. And ever since it was first shown, the internet has been asking one question. What exactly happened to that version of the game?
And see, like, that version of the game, like, I came to this game after that version of the game. And you know, I asked myself, did I come across Arc Raiders? Did I come across a commercial for Arc Raiders back when and I just don't remember it because, you know, it was like a Game Awards. No, it was like a Game Awards. You know what I'm saying? Like something like that, like that they do at like, or not even like a Game Award. Yeah, but like a Game Awards, like when they do a bunch of previews and what people are releasing and what studios are working on games and shit like that. Like, who knows? I might have seen Arc Raiders. I definitely asked myself, like, did I see Arc Raiders? You know, and think nothing of it. And when I saw it the second time and it be what it is now, again, think nothing of it. I do wonder. And it also makes me wonder, is the official Arc Raiders trailer out there somewhere? If y'all have the time on your side, while I play this video, search that up for me if you can. If y'all can find the official pre to what this game is now, the game that they're talking about, the old Arc Raiders, which they said they announced to the public. Let us know if there's any video to that. Let us know if y'all find any information on that. Otherwise, we're just gonna hope that they give it to us here.
When the Arc Raider...
But I was also gonna say, it makes sense because I be seeing so much shit on social media about people complaining that, like, the whole PvE PvP conversation, you know, and people just being mad about, like, oh, this game should be PvE like it was supposed to be, or blah 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 blah. And I would get mad at those people, but that was because I like lacked the understanding of the full lore of the evolution of Arc Raiders, you know what I mean? But in my head, I'd get mad because I'm like, you're no worse than the people that just want PvP. You get what I'm saying? Like, clearly they're giving us a PvPvE situation. Either play it or don't. You know what I mean? Like, but don't bitch about what the game is. Like, you don't got it. No one's forcing you to play the game. Go play a different game if that's the case. That was my intake. But now I understand. It's like, oh no, like literally it actually wasn't the game. Originally they fed us something completely different. So I understand now a little bit better people's
teaser trailer was first shown to the world at the Game Awards in 2021. It was a very,
what did I say? The Game Awards in 2021.
different game. You see, back then,
just to help those that are doing any search, Game Awards 2021 probably help your search a little bit.
It was being pitched as a co-op PvE experience with players able to jump high and run across a wide open map, working together to defeat massive machines with emergent behaviors.
A part of me feels like a part of me feels like I remember those clips. A part of me feels like those clips I just saw right there like did something in my head.
Of defined heroes, and crucially, it was a free-to-play game. Over the next 4 years, Arc Raiders would evolve into something very different. A PvPvE extraction game with denser, more lived-in levels. Machines of all shapes and sizes would populate this world. The enemies were driven by physics and groundbreaking locomotion tech, turning a once arcadey experience into something far more grounded. In this 3-part series, we're going to reveal not only why the original concept was killed, but how the current version of Arc Raiders rose from the ashes of that project. We're going to detail the bleeding-edge locomotion technology powering the movement of their most intimidating machines, how elements like gunplay and loot evolved over the years, why they dropped free-to-play, the impressive work done by the audio team, and much more. First things first,
the
though,
impressive work done by the audio
Raiders,
team.
The game that was meant to kickstart this new studio, we have to go back to the founding of Embark itself. How did this studio fully understand what happened to Arc Raiders, the game that was meant to kickstart this new studio?
The game that was meant to kickstart the new studio, meaning the finals was not supposed to be their first game, but the finals is their first game, and the Arc Raiders, not the Arc Raiders, and Arc Raiders is their second game. But technically Arc Raiders was supposed to be their original. The more you know, chat. Again, the finals is by Embark.
We have to go back to the founding of Embark itself.
How did this new studio come about? And most importantly, how did they decide what type of games they wanted to make?
I'm sure that's always a question. I mean, I'm sure. That is 100% always a question you got to ask yourself as a gaming studio, I assume. When starting, it's what games are we going to make? What kind of games are we going to make? And
like a lot of the initial
how do you box yourself in
the
a way?
Founders came from DICE, and I've been in the industry for close to 20 years, and the founders came like a lot of the initial employees at Embark, and the founders came from DICE, and I've been in the industry for close to 20 years, most of that spent with the people here.
So employers, mostly employers and the founders came from DICE. For those that don't know, DICE is the company that does Battlefield. So yeah, just a little heads up. They're the company. DICE is the company that does Battlefield, and Embark Studios is a new gaming company that's made up of mostly DICE people.
I shipped 21 games on at EA, I think.
So these are all the games he had a thing in. Battlefield 5, Battlefield 1, Star Wars, Battlefield Hardline, Battlefield 4 Final Stand, Battlefield 4 Dragon's Teeth, Battlefield 4 Naval Strike, Battlefield 4 Second Assault, Battlefield 4 China Rising, Battlefield 4, Battlefield 3 Endgame, Battlefield 3 Aftermath, Battlefield 3 Armor Kill, Battlefield 3 Close Quarters, Battlefield 3 Back to Karkan, Battlefield 3 Medal of Honor, Just Cause 2, Battlefield Bad Company 2, great game, Battlefield 1943, and Battlefield Heroes. Those are all the Battlefields or all the EA games he just mentioned that he was a part of.
During my 20 years of building games or more, you know, the first game we built, we were 7 people in an apartment basically, you know, to then oversee productions with over 1,000 people. Are the games themselves better? There are more of them, they're at higher fidelity, but are they actually better games? How do we move away from productions that are so large that they're difficult to manage?
I mean, I was part of the
That's what I'm talking about.
The group, the founders group, so I was here when we were 6 people. technology-wise, I mean, we quickly settled on Unreal, and then in conjunction with that, we also had proprietary tech that we were developing, and then also, of course, invested heavily on procedural tools, especially for the content team.
The initial gang sat around a big table and discussed things that we
Are they bringing cars to the game?
And games that we wanted to try and see if this fits into something
They should
that we
have
want to do. So we started.
Here you go, chat. Sorry, I do pause a lot, but I've been thinking because here, hold on. Why am I here, bro? This one specifically is what I wanted to see. Have y'all seen this thing? Now, I don't know, you feel me? You know? I don't know what I know. But and I guess they changed the name of it. The Baron. I guess it's the matriarch, because it looks like the matriarch, right? With the little point. But yeah, we got the Baron, we got the King, and we got the Emperor, which you see how big the Emperor is. I think the Emperor is, I want to say, if you've seen it, you'll see him like outside of the map, like on the edges of the map, on the borders of the map, kind of just walking. You can't ping it, you can't shoot at it or nothing. It's just like slow walking. It's like part of the environment. You know what I mean? And if it's that big, right? If it is that big, there's also this other video I've seen just to tie in like the size of this enemy, right? Which again is huge. It's the size of the mountains when you're looking, like if you're in Blue Gate and you're looking out into the distance and you see the mountains in the distance, they're like towering at the size of the mountains, just like walking. That's huge, right? Unimaginable to fight type shit. If they plan on actually releasing that as something we're fighting, right? I tie that into a video that I saw that shows that you can see Buried City from Spaceport and vice versa. So like, if you're on Buried City, you can just go to like, you just find like one of the towers or whatever, one of the like little clock towers and shit that they have, and look, I want to say it's like northeast or like northwest, and you'll be literally able to see the Spaceport Tower. And then if you go to the Spaceport Tower and you go all the way to the top and you look opposite direction, which would be, I think, a southeast, you'd be able to see Buried City in the distance. So to now tie three ideas together, right? This video, or this video that I saw of how close those things are, the viewing of what I think would be the Emperor, which is this massive thing that's on the background of the map sometimes in Blue Gate, if you're lucky enough to have seen it. And then the car thing that we just saw in the video, which I don't know if that was meant to be for like this game, but at the same time, the only games that they have are Arc Raiders and the finals, and there is 100,000% no cars in the finals, because the finals is an arena type game, so there's no space for cars. So I would assume those little motorcycle things they were making over here, these things right here to be exact, that had to do something with Arc Raiders. So now in my head, hear me out, chat, hear me out. When they introduced the Emperor is gonna be a multi-map or a multi-location enemy. You know what I'm saying? Like, it might take, the Emperor, it's in Spaceport Or like, I don't even know. Whatever. It might be in 2 maps. It might be in 3 maps. It might be literally there's just like a couple of emperors and all, but like my point is like there's openness to all the maps. Like all the maps are connected to each other, or at least like 2 maps are connected to each other. You get what I mean? And so like for that reason they'd have the cars or whatever. Cuz like imagine you're fighting an emperor, you're getting shots off on one leg while you're close to it. It decides to move 2 steps over, and those 2 steps over take it from buried city over to spaceport. Like what? Now we're supposed to run after that leg? You know what I mean? Like, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'm thinking too big with how big I think the Emperor is and all that shit, but I don't know. Anyways, I want to see these cars in the game. Is all I'm trying to get at.
Tools, especially for
where they at?
team.
The initial gang sat around a big table and discussed things that we want to explore and games that we want to try and see if this fits into something that we want to do. So we started this endeavor of making micro pitches. That we would come up with a simple game concept and talk about it for just a couple of minutes. And we started doing this over and over, we started seeing common thematics. They slowly formed into the initial pitch for what we wanted to make, so we pitched it to ourselves. A couple of these explorations were left by the wayside. One of them became the finals.
A couple of thematics that we knew we were excited about was, of course, the prospect of space travel, the impending sort of ecological collapse, the rise of AI and the man versus machine angle. That was a game in there, and I think when we were the first initial group sort of vetting different concepts, I think those were the things that were sticky in there. I think from a mechanics perspective, I think the first pitch was something along the lines of session-based raids. To give you an idea, we talked about some sort of Venn diagram between Shadow of the Colossus, Left 4 Dead, and PUBG. Somewhere in the middle there was a game concept that, I mean, on paper, was a super compelling concept to us, especially the making you a small human in a vast world with huge machines. That's what we started to explore, not knowing at all what kind of game loop we were supposed to have, but just like looking at the prospects of different mechanics in that context.
So we wanted to make something completely our own. And everyone had an idea of something fantastical. Sci-fi leaning because it's comfortable, everyone kind of likes it, but it's also a challenge to carve out your own niche in that. And it was certainly challenging. Even my kid, who was like 11 or 12 at the time, just had the sentiment going, oh, new studio, sci-fi game, very original.
Embark's first game was going to define the studio, and they wanted to work on something that was outside of their familiar first-person military backgrounds, a game that was on the bleeding edge of technological innovation. The team entered a long period of brainstorming and ideation as the studio slowly built up around them, a process that gave them many of their most attractive ideas, but also created significant design cul-de-sacs that would prove troublesome down the road. This project was known internally as Pioneer.
We developed, I think, core mechanics at the same time as we were testing out some initial ideas about the game mode itself. No one was thinking about a larger meta game at that time. Like, what is the actual economy that drives the players' motivations and so on. We were literally exploring the initial mechanics of how does it feel to play against these machines, and because I think all games needs to go through that. Like, is there something fun in the second-to-second mechanics? Like, is it fun to even in FIFA, if it's not fun to kick a ball against the wall, it's not going to be a fun football game. Sort of put these large machines in this large world, and I mean, we're again testing out playing against these large machines just from a pure sort of game and spectacle. There was something
I'll
there.
see how big that
You
is.
can say it was a extremely ambitious project. It's supposed to be a
So
new
you already
genre, or
know
was
it
supposed to be a
exists.
genre and session-based raid with, say, 40 players. And you're supposed to take down huge obstacles together, like big bosses, big AI enemies that evolve over time. So every time you go into a session, you play against a new version of the AI.
3 to 4 teams or more, I don't remember, but scattered out in a big world. And at some point, giant machines would arrive. It was already populated with smaller machines, but then we would have these larger machines arrive, and then we would sort of have the surviving players would then converge into these epic moments at the end tail of a session. We had some amazing playtests and amazing moments when we did that, and we saw the potential there. And we wanted to believe that we could replicate that on a consistent basis. But that's where where the sober eye should have come.
That sounds awesome.
Perhaps a little bit earlier than we wanted. We wanted to believe that we had something there, that there are some incredible moments in there. But the individual player there, if we were being honest with ourselves and looking at the game with a lens of trying to capitalize on that and make a game out of that, again, consistently replicating a player session that would hold those moments over and over again, I think that was much harder than we thought.
This version of the game, now known as Pio 1, was a very different game to the Arc Raiders we know today. Player movement was far more bombastic. Characters were powerful, adopted the personas of various heroes, and worked collaboratively to hunt down these large machines. Very different to Arc Raiders in terms of both gameplay and tone. But many fundamental aspects of the game were developed in this period. Highly detailed, vast open terrain, the feel of the weapons, the look of the world. One such aspect, the technology driving the locomotion of these large robots, is going to require its very own video in this series, so look out for that soon.
What's exciting and what's still exciting is the fact that using this technology for our locomotion system is the door that opens up when you are training something to behave and walk by itself, and the nature, like when this player starts interacting with that and losing limbs and still it wants to stand up, it just opens that door to a new type of experience that players haven't had before, I think. They're literally playing against a machine.
We spent the majority of our first year just building tools. I also knew that we weren't going to get things right, that we were going to make a ton of mistakes along the way, and we had to plan for those mistakes and kind of get ourselves in a cushion to be able to make those mistakes. Guess what? You know, if you're trying to send people to Mars, you will crash a bunch of rockets. We crashed a bunch of rockets.
I remember one of the earliest things that I worked on was the dog. Do you remember like the four-legged little pouncing thing that ran around the world?
Yeah, that's long gone.
Yeah, it's long gone. But that was one of the first things that I started working on.
Sometimes ideas written down on paper or that people talk about, like, oh, it'll be so cool, we'll have these enormous things and they can come down and you can fight them. And then in practice, when you put them into the game and you kind of go, okay, well, how does this actually work? It sounded really cool when we were talking about it, but actually now I'm just running around looking up all the time because it's 200 meters tall. And how do we even get up there? And what happens if I fall off?
Well, I think one of the core problems was that what we were building
Interesting.
pretty new in terms of like how the gameplay would be, and it felt like we were moving in the same direction, but then with the pandemic we started to drift apart quite a lot.
The way we built the game before was very loose. That kind of mixing pot produces a lot of cool moments, and we just couldn't find the nugget that makes you want to persist. What is the main retention mechanic behind some of all this, what's in the mixing pot of fun experiences?
I remember they had this like sort of crazy idea about projectiles that would remove the parts of the enemies. So that was one of the first things I actually worked on, was a function for the launchers that we had to be able to like suck off the plates on one of the kind of bigger scarab bots that we had.
Finding the fun is always the thing that you cannot just automatically say that we'll just do this and it will be fun. What you know is like you work and you put the thing in and it's not working as you want it to. So then you need to start reworking it and reiterating on it and maybe rethinking some of your initial assumptions that there's limitations in certain aspects and there's other ways that actually it's more fun because you play the game and you realize, you know what, it's more fun throwing these rocks at this robot or it's more fun, you know, jumping. And that, I think, comes from playing the game and just playing around with what you created and allowing that to express itself in the game's creation. I think that's when you can actually do new meaningful things.
The way we developed our game by, you know, people put things in there and we feel it out together and we change what's wrong together worked well when we were a smaller team and met each other all the time. But then it just didn't work well once we were separated through the pandemic.
Behind the scenes, Pioneer was struggling to find its identity. The pandemic was partly to blame. Problem solving is much more challenging with teams spread apart. But more worryingly, the various departments were beginning to drift with each milestone. Communication was challenging remotely, and as a result, the game was beginning to feel less cohesive. More worryingly, the moments that made the game feel special, when all the players got together in the center of the map to destroy a large machine, were difficult to replicate. So in order to fix this, the team entered a 6-month phase in which they would try and distill this PvE experience into something that would deliver satisfying rounds more consistently. This phase was known internally as the pivot.
If I remember correctly, we had actually reduced the game to a point where I said, okay, we need to make this one part fun. And if we can make this part fun, then we can replicate it, right? Even though we had this huge world, we were just using a small portion of it. And my first task was the moment I realized we are very ambitious, which was, Kayo, can you put a timeline to deliver this game, right, in 2020? And I said, well, from what I can see here, did all the estimates, talk to the whole team, understand the whole scope of it. I was like, okay, I think the best we can do is like we need around 2 years.
Imagine that's how you used to loot. It's just getting to you.
6 months.
You seen that? It just floated to him.
How can we make a plan that fits 6 months? And
Oh,
I
look at
remember
that.
even the name
Infinite
of
stamina. Oh,
the
goodness.
presentation was called Hail Mary Plan. And we had a plan for trying to get something out there in 6 months.
At that time, it was in a state where we were looking at trying to launch it, or at least getting ready to launch it. So we'd had what we had called closed beta at that point, and I think as part of that process, realized that what we had there wasn't really a viable thing. Their game loop, it wasn't really there. So you'd have some sessions where you had an amazing moment, and you loved it, and you never had anything like that in a game ever before. And then the following 10 sessions, you were running for 10 kilometers with nothing happening and nothing to interact with. So it really kind of hinged on these highly emotional moments that were few and far between.
It's not like every player who goes into the game is going to be like, oh yeah, I ran into this giant boss and I had this cool encounter, because that's how we designed the encounter to play out. It's like some people ran in there and like, I just got stomped on the head and died immediately.
Yep.
It's like, oh, sorry, yeah, we don't actually control where it's putting its
Exactly.
legs.
Or I ran in and someone had already pulled 3 legs off of it. So
Yeah.
now it was laying there and kind of like trying to, you know, kind of go at you.
Felt kind of cruel.
Yeah, exactly. And it was really difficult to make it consistent for all the players.
This whole idea about kind of raiding together against these large robots, that there was elements of fun in there, for sure, and there was elements of spectacle in all of it, for sure. But what I couldn't see was not that there wasn't moments of fun, or that what I couldn't see is that I couldn't see the big picture of it. I didn't quite understand how all of this would meaningfully add up to something that could stand the test of time and consistently do so. We had, at the end of the pivot period, there was a playtest, or there was a playtest where we invited friends and family.
A mode where you broke into the spaceport level and activated these things, which culminated in one of our giant bosses coming down. We went out with that in the closed beta, and you know, it did what it needed to do, but it also affirmed that outside of those emotional highs and the novel gameplay, there was nothing that stitched it together. We lacked any sense of metagame or progression. So you'd have these fun sessions for a few times, but there was nothing that actually pulled you back or kept you going forward.
You know, I think a couple of us already knew what that test was going to be. But at the end of the day, it became even clearer as we got closer to the deadline that while this has, of course, it's fun and there's something here, it's still lacking a big component. So Patrick already said, I think the first day I started here, is that I think you need to add PvP.
We had conversations, and I certainly, as I'm always, was very opinionated towards the team around what I thought. I mean, from the start, I said, listen, I think that we need this to be a PvP game to some extent. I think we're going to struggle with getting a PvE game the way that we want to with the tech that we have.
And that's really when we had a lot of internal discussions, and I think we had our summer party and then went on break and came back, and then everyone was informed that we were pivoting to a new genre and starting to explore what that could mean, and lifted everything we could. So a lot of the environments, the enemies, the characters, or things about the characters were lifted and sort of repurposed.
It didn't work. The larger recipe for the game wasn't there. And again, we couldn't replicate the sessions consistently enough. So I think that's enough to start talking about, well, should we consider adding the PvP component?
I understand that a lot of people, and frankly me included, wanted this to be a PvE game, and I wanted for our vision to work. But when it doesn't work, you have two options. You can either, well, three. You can release what you have to the public and they will crucify you. We've seen that happen multiple times. Or you decide, I don't want to continue with this, we shut it down. That we've seen that multiple times. Or you still have a belief in the lore, everything that you've built, and the core kind of gameplay loop, and you say, maybe I can just make this something different.
The pivot had not worked. The team knew that a more drastic solution was required, a new phase in which the older version of Arc Raiders would be put to rest and a new game built around PvE and PvP combat would be built. This phase, the most significant beat of Arc Raiders' development story, is known internally as the Reset. But to buy the studio enough time to
definitely had to be the biggest part of the story, because definitely
reset Arc Raiders, they'd first have to push forward the release of the studio's other multiplayer project.
What the studio needed to do once we actually made the decision was that one of the reasons we could make it was we switched the order of the games. So that would be the implication of it, because we wouldn't be able to add PvP and figure out what the new game was all about and still keep the kind of targeted release window. That was pretty clear from the beginning, which meant that we had to put the finals front and center, which of course for them was perhaps, well, okay, suddenly we're in the hot seat now, and that certainly must have felt like a challenge to that team.
The Reset wasn't just going to be a case of sticking PvE into their PvP game. It was going to require a fundamentally new approach to the way sessions would play out, a way of merging the best parts of their enemies and world building with PvP gameplay that felt exciting but not overly punishing either. So what was going to get cut and what did they keep?
So we had the world, which we knew we liked. We knew the world that was crafted, and I think one of the reasons why I was playing the game quite early.
I love how as we're watching them get like further and further into the development, we start to see what different maps that we know of today, like Spaceport right here. I know exactly the spot that they're standing on right now. It's where there's like a downed bearing right there on the left side, right over the wall. You can climb the bearing to go over the wall. To the right, there's also an opening. That's the tower, obviously, right in front. That's like pretty much where the matriarch spawns, right in front there. Yeah. You got they do give you your stuff up top though, top left. At least they put your objective there, top left and whatnot. That's kind of cool. But yeah, you could like see the map and shit. I think that's cool. And like, you know, we've been able to see like all different aspects, like even if it's UI stuff or again, just map stuff. Like I'm sure next time they might show another scene that shows like this general area. We might see more buildings, more cars, or more things. Because like they haven't even talked about looting yet. You know what I mean? Like they haven't even talked about looting. And most of the buildings and the things that exist within the game are to be looted. So it's like the main reason they even exist.
Early, I was just walking through these empty hallways and these corridors of offices, and I was thinking to myself, like, I just want to explore this place. I want this to be more than just a static backdrop where, you know, I'm fighting robots. I want this to be something. I want to be here because you already built one half of it. So I feel like you already made me want to go and explore this world. So what game type then would be the game that kind of fits there? How can we kind of apply that with a new game type? When we broke it all down, it started to become more and more apparent on, you know, we had the ARCs, the AIs that we wanted to continue building. We wanted to keep the large robots. We wanted to keep the world. We wanted to keep the brand and IP because we saw the response from the players and all those things. So we didn't feel like we needed to reinvent all those things. There was a game telling us that that's what it wanted to be to some degree.
If we think about the different phases, the phase we were in when we did the reset felt absolutely right, because the game we had at our hands at that point wasn't at the peak fun that it itself had even been, right?
There was one thing that they kept bringing back to me, like, you know, when was the game most fun? And they say like M12, I think is the name, M12. You need to go back and look at M12. I was like, okay, milestone 12. I have to go back and look at it, which was a scaled down version of the full experience, but it took place around the spaceport area, and there was players going through a bunch of arcs and then eventually ended up inside of the spaceport and then fought one of the large robots inside the spaceport. And so they felt like that was the strongest that the game had been. So we tried to recreate that to some degree, as at least take some of the things that we knew worked from that point and put that into the game.
I think what worked was the emergent nature of how players were interacting with each other and the machines, and there was a good sort of rhythm of play in that one. I think the destruction of the machines themselves, there were some sort of, you know, gradual, gratifying, juicy destruction, and we could see how the machines were navigating across this spaceport. Repeating it, if you're asking yourselves, would I do this over and over again, even if you just change the environments and the machines were slightly different and so on, like what is the, then you start asking the right questions about why would I come back? And in a context of a free-to-play game where retention is crucial, you have to be able to see yourself doing that over and over again.
The game we're making now was the game I sort of imagined when we started building it. It was a game about exploring and being in this world, and the world was supposed to challenge you, and you were supposed to go places to find things. And just the way the game was playing earlier was this action game where things just came at you. To me, it's much better because it has a slower pace. This is the best game I've worked on for me because it's a game about listening for things.
And that's why PvP is such an important addition to the game.
I like that guy.
I think a lot of people have a strong reaction to what that might mean. But if you think about what happens when you play against other humans, you just realize that finite distance gets closer to infinite, because now you have all the permutations of human behavior in the session. Some players might not like playing another person because you'll get tryhards that are very, very good. But if we do our job well, then you'll have something that feels balanced and fun, even if you're not the best at aiming or the best at shooting. You should still be able to, you know, find something rewarding in that experience of extracting stuff back out of the world.
You're coming in to a world where ARC is operating and there is something going on. I think the gameplay components there, when they discover you, how they discover other players, and how that becomes noise traps for other players is super interesting. So I think that the toolbox for our designers here to build emergent moments, it's actually really strong.
I mean, I understand that some people are upset that it didn't work. So am I. But at the same time, what we have now is an incredible game that I believe works really well, that I think people will have an amazing time with. That's all that we can do as game developers. Try our best to deliver that to the players out there. Simple, it's not more complicated than that.
Our chief concern is to make a game that is fun at its core and that stays fun and keeps being fun and keeps evolving into something that is even more fun. Because I mean, that was the cul-de-sac we ended up with before we rebooted the game, right? It was really fun, but it was the same kind of fun over and over, and that doesn't really cut it.
In the reveal trailer, what we were literally selling to our players is, even though we're saying fictionally, like, there's large machines out there, well, in that video, we are dominating the machines. We're jumping on top of them, smashing them, and inviting players to have fun with that. That's been flipped around, and I think that's for the better. Like, really having players fearing the machines is a completely different game. That's a 180 in terms of how we relate to the machines as the players.
That is a huge move.
The old version of Arc Raiders was now dead, a dream that the studio was going to have to wake up from. But what could they retain from those early years? What stuff could they bring forward into this new version of Arc Raiders? And what new tricks did they have up their sleeves?
In the next episode of this 3-part series, we're going to tackle the experience of being a raider, how elements like combat, the loot system, audio, and world building evolved after the reset, and crucially why the studio dropped the plan to go free to play. See you then.
When? See us then when? See us then when? Okay, I paused playing Ark to watch a video about Ark, and then I'm going back to playing Ark. You don't know me. God. So when do we know? When is episode 2? We just wait. We just wait. That's it. Just wait. Just wait. It's all. Just wait. Come on. Let's get it going, chat. Let's get some games going in, chat. What y'all think? What did y'all think of that? What did y'all think of that? I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it a lot. I know I definitely paused it in the first like 10 minutes or whatever. I was pausing it like every 3 seconds. I apologize for that buzzing. But I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed it. I want to watch episode 2. And that's all I can say about that, really. I'm interested to see how they brought the loot system. I don't really care for why they decided it wasn't going to be free to play. It makes total sense as to why they wouldn't be free to play. If you look as to what the game was before and what it is now, it's like this offers so much more. It offers so much more. Like, I could see how they could have made it a free to play, but I could also see how that would have limited so much of the game and what we have now, you know? But I don't know. I don't make games. I'm not in that world. That's why it's cool to have these kinds of documentaries. As far as what we're gonna get into, let's see. We got Matriarch out right now. Should we go farm a piece while she's out? We got 35 minutes before she's gone. I think she's probably gonna come to the damn battlegrounds after here. We can run to her real quick, try to see if we can farm something. Let's see what we got over here. Yeah, let's unload the backpack. Okay. Let's Okay. Yeah, no, we're not gonna even. We're gonna detach mods. We're gonna send that over. We're gonna detach mods. We're gonna send that. We're gonna keep that. And we're gonna keep that, I guess. And we're gonna come over here. We're gonna look for weapon of the day. And we're not gonna get too crazy, chat. We're not gonna get too crazy. Matter of fact, we're not gonna get crazy at all. No. We'll just go with this. Who the hell? Whose Pharaoh did I pick up? Bro, I don't know. Oh, I think that was dude at the end that I killed in the allegedly in the elevator. He was dead already. It was actually kind of funny. He was crawling. One of the few times I had a defibrillator, because I don't even really be carrying that shit. I've just started recently. Thank God I reminded myself. I just started recently carrying a defibrillator with me. And I remember I had one. So I'm like, oh shit. Mind you, he's already crawling to the button. But all I really had to do was give him health, I guess you could say. And then he could have probably pressed the button and survived and gotten up out of there. Boy. I defibrillated him. I brought him up. And then lightning struck and he didn't move. It was an electromagnetic storm and the lightning struck and he just didn't move. Like I got him up. He like moved a little bit, and then he just didn't move to avoid the thing because he was trying to like get into the elevator. I don't know, some weirdo stuff. Long story short, I was like, you don't deserve to live. So when he got knocked out by the freaking thunder, I knocked him out. I was like, what is this? What is this guy? What is happening? What the hell? At the time, I was needing of like bullets because I was trying to defeat the Leaper. So I was needing of like bullets or anything to craft like grenades or something like that. So I was like, you know what? F it. I need all your shit. Give me all this shit. And it was worth it. He had what I needed to defeat the Leaper and get my trials to where I need them to be at. If anybody wants helps on their trials, y'all let me know. I'm always down to work on some stuff. I feel like I still want to work on my damage to flying arc enemies. And maybe if we can get the Leapers one going too, then we can F around, do a little shum. I'll obviously help with any of the other three as well. Who knows? Maybe we can even F around and level up one of these. I don't know about the Matriarch one because that was a duo situation. So I don't know if I can even redo that again. That like y'all don't understand like the luck that has to come in order to like duo the Matriarch. Like not just like the luck of like us, you know, getting up there and what we had to do to defeat her, but the luck of no one else coming and like bothering us while we're doing that, especially hearing that we're shooting like the best guns in the game. You know what I mean? Anybody that sees that, you know, not anybody, but a lot of people hear the best guns being, they're like, whoa, what is that? You know, and they see they'll find the best opportunities to see you putting your shield on or putting on a bandage, and they're like, well, they thought they were gonna get that bandage off and then anyways, how we doing on time? 6:30. We got an hour and a half. Let's get it. Let's get out to the Blue Gate, and we're just gonna do some farming for some pieces right now, chat, real quick. We're not gonna do nothing too crazy. As y'all know, I like to, y'all let me know right now, should I just try to hoard as many pieces as I can for myself, or just grab my piece, safe pocket, and then if I get any more, just donate them to anybody else that's with me, around me? I mean, I guess there has to be someone around me with me, but if that tends to happen. But is this Blue Gate? Because people, the way people be in Blue Gate be mad annoying sometimes. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all, chat. I think it is Blue Gate. Yes, it is. I didn't know people spawned here. Just kidding. This isn't the building I thought it was.
Watch your backs, Raiders. The Matriarch has been spotted near your location. Keep your wits about you if you decide to go anywhere near. And always keep a close eye on her children.
We will kill the Matriarch today. We will kill the Matriarch. The Matriarch must go down. The matriarch must die. The matriarch must fall down. The matriarch. To the matriarch!
Fun singing about the matriarch.
Yeah, do you want to join and go fight the matriarch?
No, this is actually my first time on this match. I'm doing a mission here.
Oh, what mission are you doing? Maybe I can help.
I gotta like run around the entire map. Ridgeline, Olive Grove, Data Vault.
I know exactly what you gotta do. Know exactly what you gotta do. I mean, I could take you to that data vault spot. I know the exact spot, but other than that, you're on your own. If you want to follow. Yeah, good luck. Good luck. Hope you're wearing the right colors and be careful. There's a war out there. No idea what he's saying now. Adios! We're gonna fight the matriarch. We're gonna fight the matriarch. We're gonna fight the matriarch. Dum dum dum. We're gonna fight the matriarch. We're gonna fight the matriarch. We're gonna fight the matriarch. Dum dum dum. The matriarch. Dum dum. Matriarch. Dum dum. Matriarch. Dum dum. Boom boom. We're here to fight the matriarch. We're here to fight the matriarch. We're here to fight the matriarch. Boom boom boom. Here to fight the matriarch. We're here to fight the matriarch. We're here to fight the matriarch. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba-bum, bum, bum. I'm here to fight the matriarch. We're here to fight the matriarch. I'm here to. Hello, mateys.
Are you nice?
I am here to fight the matriarch.
I'm behind you. Are you nice?
I am very nice. Are you nice?
Yes, I am. Let's go kill the matriarch. Come on, let's go.
The very good, the very nice. Wait, where are you going?
Let's go kill the matriarch. You want to go down here?
Oh, I like this spot right here. Do what you gotta do. Good luck. Stay alive.
That spot better? Why you say that?
You said what?
Is this spot better than the other spot right here, down there?
I'm not sure. I haven't even fought from that spot you talking about. I fought from here. I've fought from the little bunker over there. Also the building on the other side over there, northwest.
All right, well, I'll try to stay right here, but I'll be in the building next to you.
Yeah. Out here for a flare, if anything. I got a defib on me, so.
What's up, bro?
What it do?
We good. We're friendly up here. It's just two of us up here.
What y'all here for? Y'all taking out the matriarch or anything?
Yeah.
Yeah, man. We're trying to get some cores and blueprint.
Yeah, trying to grab myself a core.
I still need the blueprint too.
You gotta get.
I have a couple cores.
Yeah, you gotta get
Same.
the core, the middle part. That's
Yeah.
It's only one blueprint. You know how that's gonna go.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just sit back and I'm gonna help. And
We got a
hopefully-
fourth guy behind us. Watch him. He got his gun up. You think I don't see you, pussy?
We see you back there, buddy. You running behind that truck. You're not slick.
Wait.
We see you trying to flank us. Let's go get him, y'all. Let's make sure he's flanking.
Was that?
Buddy, don't try to flank us.
Hey, yo, was that the bungalator? Was that the bungalator outfit?
Trying to get some kills, you know, be friends, and that's it.
Where'd he go?
Trying to flank us? I don't know, he's somewhere over here. I know he's trying to flank us, he probably ran behind the warehouse by the extract or something. Who knows?
He'll
He
be
looked
out.
like he was trying to be sneaky.
He did, right?
Hey buddy, just come out, man, you're nice.
There he is. There he is. There he is.
Where is he?
Raider, up there. I don't even see him.
He's up here. He's up here.
What's up, man? We good?
It is the. See, if he had that helmet on, he'd be a bungalator. You a bungalator?
Yeah, bunga right there?
He's not a bunga raider.
No. Bro, probably had to take off the helmet to not be associated with that.
Yeah, you gotta take that. Good shit.
We don't like bunga right there. We just playing. We like everybody, man. We nice, bro. We nice. We just playing.
Fight back! Fight back! Fight back! Fight back!
We take all your loot. I'm just playing. Come on, let's go. Let's go kill the matriarch, bro.
Yeah, who the hell's fighting this shit already without us? What the fuck?
There's some guys on the hill. To the butt. Yeah, they behind. They on the same side of the hill. They two something, man.
Yeah, let's get it. Yo, we coming in. Friendly's coming in. Friendly's coming in. Friendly's coming in. It's like 4 of us. It's like... Yeah, we trying to kill this bitch.
He's kind of angry. Okay, well, I got a mine over here. I'm gonna pick it up.
Good shit. Good shit. Good call.
Just in case. You never know who's out there, right?
Nah, that's a good call. Good call.
Are his shields up? His shields are down, or? Shield down. Oh yeah. I wish I could get on the edge of this fucking wall. It's not big enough. And I can't even get on the fucking roof. Oh shit, man, we got to it.
Nah, you good, bro. You can get on the roof from over here, bro. Where you at? You come out the right side, you can get on the roof. Yeah, you can kind of finesse a little bit over here. And then there's a hole if you could just jump down if you really need to right here.
Oh, okay, I see it.
Same on this side. Oh, there's people on it, put in the mines. Yeah, oh! But of course, this shit looking at me. Yo, I wasn't even shooting. Yo, that shit's fucking...
That's crazy, bro.
Nah, she trying out for Wanted 2, the movie. Doors open, yep. Yeah, we got some cowboys on that bitch. Oh, I'm getting the fuck up out of here, bro. I'm coming in. Yeah, nah, they're definitely riding her and putting the mines on her right now. We're definitely gonna kill her, but we might not be the ones that get that blueprint.
I'm scared, so I'm doing this for my trials anyway. I know that.
Oh, word. Yeah, I got 16K for my trials. Woo.
You got what?
16K. Oh my God, bro! That hit me in the nose.
That was right on you. Are you okay?
You got shield? I got bandages, but don't even worry about me. Don't worry about me, bro. Don't worry about me. I came here to die here. Nah, I came to die here. Let's get it. Come on. Come on. She's dying with me though. She's dying with me though. Oh.
That's a needle through a haystack. What the hell?
Yo.
I don't trust it.
I don't trust any of the lip. I don't trust any of the lip. We gotta de-aggro that for a second. Let's de-aggro that for a little bit. Shooting Rocketeer. Oh! Shooting the right one. Yeah, I'm shooting the right thing. I got you. Where you at? Where you at? I can't hear you. I don't know where you at. Where you at? What? Oh, I see you. I see you. I see you. I see you. My bad. My bad. My bad. I see you. I'm coming. I'm coming. I prepared for this moment. I was ready for this moment.
Yeah, you said almost got it, but
I got you. That's the only one I got, y'all. Don't do it! Don't run out there like that, man! No!
It's okay.
Oh, he's a loot goblin. He's a loot goblin.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Ronnie, don't worry about me, bro.
Oh.
I'm here to die.
Oh, we're both here to die? To die! We die here! You hear that, pussy? Oh! I ain't scared of you! This one's for Limp! God! Limp! This one's for you, Limp! Ah! A pickaxe! Yeah, she keeps running for me. She's scared. She knows what the pickaxe does. She's aware. Ah! 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 Limp. 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 Look away, Limp. Look away, Limp. Look away. It's just not worth it. Who the hell is at the bottom of that? Can you res me? Are you calling me to you, Arcbaiter? I mean, if you got a defibrillator, but I think I'll die if I fall. I don't got much health. I don't got much health. I'm not gonna make it. I'm not gonna make it, Arcbaiter. Arcbaiter, I'm not. Oh, she exploded me, Arcbaiter. At least he keeps my loot. I went out like a warrior, chat, and you can't say anything else. I went out like a warrior. A warrior, Slim. Warrior. My name will be remembered in those fields. I arrested that one guy. He was like, yeah, no, I'm out of here, bro. And that was the first dude we came across. He's like, I'm gonna go down here, bro. I'm like, yeah, I'm still up here. He's like, is this place better? I just like it here. And I found a new spot too, like an easily accessible up to the roof kind of spot. It's not bad at all. At all. At all. But she was definitely about to die in that round. Maybe not 100%, but she was like, they was gonna kill her. I only say that because people rode her, and I think got some kind of mines on her. I don't know why else they'd be up there. But chat, just a reminder, the mines in a sense got nerfed, so
Oh, it's you.
you only get one a month. Diablo. You only get one a day. You used to be able to buy 3 a day, but now you can only buy 1 a day from him. I think the crafting. I forget what the crafting happened. What happened with the crafting? I was about to talk about the hole cracker ammo, which also is just a little bit of other piece of advice with the new update. Don't buy hole cracker ammo. Make sure you're crafting it. They made hole cracker ammo more expensive, but they made it easier to craft in the sense of like the materials you need to craft it are more easier accessible. Let's see. Is she at Battlegrounds now? No, she's still at the Blue Gate. We got 13 minutes. Do we run another one? Do we run a more serious one that maybe invited you to their party? Wow. Do we run a more serious one? Uh-oh. Who that got his uniform on? He's on that kind of time. Ruh-roh. Let me find the Discord.
You know what I'm on. You know what I'm on. Let's fucking get it.
Ruh-roh.
I'm a goopy goober!
Go! Bum, bum, ba-dum, ba-dum, bum, bum. You should have been here with Slim earlier today. Slim was like, yeah, I'm gonna stick with the old heads over at whatever they're called, TSM, RSM, whatever the hell they're called. And I was like, oh, word? Alright, so next time we in a trio, just know me and who, we part of the Bungle Raiders, so you load up with us, we hitting you with all the snitch scanners and all the fucking decoy grenades right on your ass.
Yo, that's what I tell you, nigga. I'm about to throw little grenades at you. When we run into the ops, I'm gonna snitch on you. Nigga, I'm gonna be like, he's over here.
Slim was like, so, y'all got a space open over there at the Bungle Raiders? Because he was like, as soon as I told him that you was a Bungle Raider, he was like, oh, who's a Bungle Raider? Never mind, I don't want to run into that.
It's about to get crazy, man. I'm about to get fucking crazy. Where y'all want to go with it?
Don't matter to me. I was just doing random content shit over there at the matriarch and shit. But I'm down for whatever.
Can we kill her? Can we kill her?
You seen they nerfed the mines?
They nerfed them?
Well, like you can only buy 1 a day now.
Yeah, I saw that. I thought you meant like they nerfed the actual mine itself.
No. Well, you know what? They might have. Because they like nerfed explosive damage technically.
I feel like the deadline was always like just one, like, you know, direct impact, just heavy ass hit.
Yeah. They nerfed their hole cracker though, that's for sure, with the explosive ammo.
Yeah, I seen that.
So you
what
trying
else
to kill
should I
her?
bring?
Is that what you trying to do? Let me hop on the Discord. Hold on.
I mean,
yo. Yeah, that's why I haven't been doing that play. Oh, you got the thing? Nah. That's a tough one. And that's like, yeah, that's like us duoing it again, and then one of us gets it. I'm moving the shit out the core and I'm dipping. Smokes and everything. All you see is mad smoke. What the hell? Bro, I put mad work into the matriarch, bro, and I haven't even found one piece of loot. I put mad work into this shit, and you're sitting in there with the blueprint in your safe pocket and 2 gold pieces. Oh, man. Hole cracker, I guess, because I just happen to have some ammo. And Stitcher. Yeah. Yeah, nah, they made it more expensive. Yeah, more expensive, but easily craftable now. Cool with me. Yeah, like I got 3 deadlines. I got 5 wolf packs. I don't think I'm gonna bring out a wolf pack though. I'm gonna bring out these lure grenades though. I've now seen their usage. Yeah. You just throw them at the matriarch. Turn the other arcs against her. Sound kind of scared. Okay. Okay. It's good, unique. Cool. Yo, that nerf is crazy. I was shooting it was a 3, not a 4, but still, I was like, this shit does not shoot as fast as it used to. Hell yeah. Because they didn't nerf the damage, so that damage still be 2 bullets too coming out. That's shit. I'm gonna be an idiot. I'm gonna try out that spot that I was in that one time where I took the zip and put the walls up. It's worth a try. I wanna say no. I think they made it more expensive. Is it? It is? Same price? They changed the price of something and the sell price, but I forget what. It might have just been the ammo. Actually craft this guy. One animator. This is not gonna go well. I'm putting a combo that's just like a safe combo for potential PvP, which is why I'm bringing a Stitcher, but the Hull Cracker. It's like if there ends up being no PvP, then I'll limited use. I could just come out with an anvil and a hella heavy ammo instead of the Hull Cracker, but I don't know. Oof! Thank God I looked at that. What did I need again? I already forgot. Two mechanical components. Ah!
Can I help you?
Phew. Bungarators till we die. It's not enough. Hey. Nice. craft again. Dun, 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 dun. It's nice knowing you, fellas. know that, Slim.
Let's go to research and administration.
No sleeves. Yeah, that's why I was like, I'm not gonna go FMF. I gotta pay to fight for your faction. Sound kind of whack. He's a traitor. Nah, I seen that they hadn't even decided blue or red because niggas. That's a different team. That's a different faction. That's not FMF though. Yeah. The basic blue, like the full, like the one piece. I forget what it's called. Yeah. They wear it with or without helmet. I'm about to say, I think there might be people over here. I thought it was them screaming. That was it. Good. Good. Bro, I looked at the little picture of my Stitcher, and I thought I had a Pharaoh on me. Let's see. I was about to say something. This shit long as fuck, bro. I got the fucking silence. Got the silencer on it. It looked like the Pharaoh on the little picture. Yeah, it's fruit. Alright, no one's fighting that bitch yet. Oh, excuse me. Thank you. Yeah, I don't hear nothing. I think I just heard people in there though.
In the administration building.
There's people across. Nope, on our side actually, on our side, on our side.
Raider, there.
You know me, bro, but I'll let you break the call. You made me put the uniform on. I got a couple lure grenades. Don't even play, bro. Oh! Right side, right side, right side. On you, right. Unique, on you. I wanted to go res you and fucking. Two of them, yeah. Went to go res you. I didn't even have the defibrillator on pocket. Good kill. Oh, get his shit, boy. Clip. Always put that health on first. Damn. Well. Let's say grab our whole crackers and shit, if anything. Or I had a whole cracker. You killed two? Okay. Oh, he's on the roof.
Head home at the Red Lake balcony lift. Let's head home at the North Complex elevator.
Just take the steps on the other side of that wall right there. To the left. What the? Bungarator. Facts. A squad of bungarators too. There goes another one.
Come on in.
Every enemy has them. All the roly-poly-olies be having them. Go to Salamantis. I said. 3v1. That's a clip. Impersonators here. Oh no. I don't think so. I don't know. Yeah. Bit crazy. Switch skins mid game. Got people?
Raider, the water facility. Raider. Raider. Raider.
Going up the stairs.
Raider.
And one. They see us for sure. One was like definitely looking at us and shit.
Raider, in there.
There they go.
Raider, up there. Raider. 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 Raider, there.
Looks like they're running. They're definitely not bunk. Oh my god. They're definitely not bungalators. Where the fuck is who at? There he is.
My bad, my bad. Sorry, sorry. Inexcusable behavior.
They're either gonna be running under us or they're up ahead somewhere. We good. Under us?
Over there. Door.
Fuck, Rocketeer.
Got a door.
Hey.
What the? I can't get up. Close one.
It's all fun and games. Make Bungalator goes down.
Down there.
He's right there. He's right there, Rocketeer. Rocketeer is right there.
There's a nut. Where in front of us? Outside? Top? Bottom? Some
Raider flare in there.
I'm pushing through the bottom. No way. Come this way if we can, of course. Drop down right here. Go. I hit a good shot on him, so he's not coming down. At least one of them isn't. Yeah. On me, broken. Hurt, one dead. That's Bungaleo. That's the FMF. That's FMF. Damn, damn. gotta rattle it too. I mean, there's someone really close to us. Right here, right in front of bungalows, bungalows. Right here with me. Right on the other side of the wall.
Yo, bungalow.
Bungalow! Yeah, man. Hey, yo, no bullshit, no bullshit. Yo, don't trust this guy. Don't trust this guy in front of me. He's a, oh shit. He's in disguise. Us two, we're good. That other one over there, yep. Kill him, kill him. Kill him, the one that's running. He's a phony, he's a phony. Oh, this is the free one. This is that one right there. That one. He's running, look at him, look at him. Kill him, yo, kill him. Yo, kill him, yo, y'all gotta kill him. Y'all gotta kill him. We're telling you which one it is. It's this guy. Yes. Good shit. Revive your homies. We got you. Nah, you're good. Yeah. Yeah.
Slam that back door on his noggin.
What did he have for us? He didn't have anything.
Traitor.
He didn't have shit. There's that stuff. Well, there's a bandage here.
Hey, y'all be safe out there, all right? Sheesh.
You have your members out there, man. Let's give me that for a minute. Nah, that's alright. That's what I thought was my friend. You know what I'm saying? Nah, he's not.
Nah, he's not for the cause.
It's alright, though.
Let's go get the rest of all these other imposters.
Anybody know where to go?
Well, what now? We need to get topside. That's where it's at.
fuck else do we go? I think we gotta go this way, no? Hold on. We gotta go this way. I don't know how to get across on this map. I think we need one of them battery this shit. To open the door over here.
Down there.
Oh, I found the battery, I think. I did. I'm about to open this door down here. Come back to the lobby, yo. About to open this door. Whoa. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Oh my god.
The fuck out of me, man. I shit my pants, fucking dripping down my legs. What the fuck?
You're a legend.
Sleep the fuck later.
Y'all, I opened this door over here to go to the
Down there.
other side of the map. I think. There's like so many ways to get around this shit that I'd be lost. Some type of explosion happened. hell? Why is it stepping in purple? So heavy. I'm crying. Whoa! What the hell? Wait, what the hell? What lit us on fire, bro? I need to know. Run the tapes. It was Swagmaster. Bunga 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 luga bunga 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 luga bunga luga bunga bunga luga bunga luga bunga luga bunga bunga luga bunga luga bunga luga 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 bunga luga bunga bunga luga luga bunga 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 luga bunga luga bunga 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 luga 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 Ah, bungalow, bungalow, bungalow. Felt like that was a good one. We got rid of a traitor in our system. That's always a great start. Right. Right. They was confused, bro. They did not shoot for a minute. They were confused. It was too Chat, this LG's. LG's, chat. For the stream, for the stream, for the stream. Oh, I got the Pharaoh this time.
Let's move to that location.
Someone definitely just opened some shit around us. Let's interact with them. They might like be above us or something. Oh, what the hell did I just search? A Torrente? Who wants it? Salsa. Where the fuck was all that at? Other side of this door, I think.
Is there any fellow bungulators in here?
Diablo. They're still above us. They're up above us. This way, this way. This way.
Metal detector.
Nah, they. What the? This is the main part of the map. Both.
Shredder, there.
Yeah, I ain't trying to. God, yeah. There's two. Minus. No. I don't. Oh my god, it's the bot. I hit the shit out of one of them. Brother. All right, chat. That was our LGs for the stream. We're going to get up on out of here. We'll see y'all tomorrow at our usual time. 11 a.m. till 2 p.m. Eastern time. And also 5 p.m. to 8 p.m. Eastern time. Oh, I'm sorry. Tomorrow's Saturday. And today's Friday. So Saturday and Sundays, the schedule still stays the same, but they're a little bit more loose. So we may or may not actually stream, but the schedule, if we do end up streaming, will still sit in the same hours. So from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m., but no promises. Take it easy, Louis. Appreciate it. Big love, as always. We'll see y'all when we see y'all.